Hi, I'm here with Darren today at the Birmingham NEC, and we're looking at a very busy stand for you. What can we expect to see at the stand, and why should somebody visit?
Well, we're here to answer lots of different questions. Obviously, most people know I'm a diesel emissions specialist, so I can talk about what products we use, why we use them, and with my JLM hat on, why we, endorse the products and such. But it also gives us a chance to speak to people about what we offer as a training provider as well. People can come and ask difficult questions and things like that, and see if what we offer adds value to their business as well, So there'll be, we'll have two hats on today. One will be about the products, one will be about us as a training provider.
I mean, it really is a meeting of minds. It's a collaboration between two organisations. It's more than just an additive company. So the network, that gets a lot of input from your members. Do you find that this helps with the recommendations for the products and the evolution of what's becoming available within the garages?
Yeah, the good thing is the relationship we have with JLM is I'm a global brand ambassador for them, but it also gives me some behind the scenes access. I have wish lists which they brought out products that I've requested in the past. I get to do all the real world product testing, which is nice. So before it goes to my customer, I've tested it in the real world, make sure it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. So we have a really nice, strong relationship with JLM because they're a small enough company where we work just really closely together. So it's not just that we buy a product because it's a certain price point. It has to do a job. We have a really strong relationship with JLM, and it means that members of our network, they know if they're buying a product, I've put it through its paces. I'm really fussy.
I mean, as a business owner, it must be really difficult to get those global obligations. I saw that you were in Australia recently, you're traveling all over the world. Emissions is a concern for all of us. And as the car park is getting older, we're in a cost of living crisis. Do you think this is a real opportunity for garages to make sure they're on their game with diesel technology?
Yep, like we've had discussions in the past and stuff like that. People are hanging on to the vehicles now. Certainly with diesel emissions, that's a here and now problem. So our car parks are full of that now. The car parks will change over time. It'll play its part. The availability of new vehicles is playing its part with people who are hanging on to vehicles as well. So we're more of a here and now problem solver, where EV and things is a thing of the future that we need to keep an eye on and evolve into when the time's right, when the car park starts to change. But certainly at the moment, there's no decline in the volume of emissions-related problems.
Well, absolutely. We are seeing an ageing of the UK car park in particular, and I imagine that trend is repeated all over the world. Are you seeing an emerging trend as we're introducing more low-emission zones, that the network is reflecting that change and we're getting higher concentrations of the network in the areas where we're still using more diesel cars?
I think with changes, and not just in the UK, with changes in legislation in different countries, luckily we're seeing more people looking to fix things properly and get a better understanding of how systems work, because it's not a good day at work if you think you fixed the car and it comes back next week. So that's what we pride ourselves on, as a really high success rate, but then passing it on to our members. But more people are wanting to do a good job, wanting to do things properly, not
getting it right first time.
Yeah. Getting it right first time means you can also offer a premium service. It's not as price sensitive. You need to dedicate time for learning, for new tools, new equipment, more software updates on more tooling and equipment and things. So you need to be charging the right money for doing the job, but backing it up with a first-class service.
My particular favourite diesel in my own workshop recently, the exhaust system on that Maserati had a speaker within the exhaust to put it into sport mode. Are you seeing more of that technology, and is it presenting challenges for your network?
No, it's not presenting challenges, because we work with, it's quite strange because we work with the vehicle. So we'll introduce a process where it doesn't really matter what vehicle it is. We do cover brand specific training, but we get people to work with what's in front of them and understand what's going on, no matter what the brand of vehicle is. We can go and monitor that car. So it doesn't matter what country you're in. This is a discussion that was a hot topic in Australia, where some guys said, you're coming over here, you're a training provider from the other side of the world, things are going to be different. And my answer is, it doesn't matter. we learn and work with the vehicle in front of us if we've got a good process. So we're not overly worried about things like that, but the game is definitely changing.
Why is attending this event important to your brand?
It's important for us, so we're here to meet, like-minded people in the industry. If anyone's took time out of their daily routine to be here, then they're an invested workshop, so they can come and ask us maybe difficult questions. We can answer them honestly and engage with people. So it gives us a chance to represent who we are, what we're all about, and it gives the workshop owners an opportunity to ask questions to see if we know what we're talking about, I suppose, so they can come here and be very direct as well, so really important that we're here to represent our brand and our values.
As a business owner yourself, as a garage owner yourself, what stands are really interesting for you to go and see today?
Well, it's always good. I think any garage should be looking at the future. So, new equipment, new technologies, other training providers, what they're talking about and stuff like that. So although, we do our own thing and, we like to look at, what's going to be 2 or 3 years ahead and, are there any new shiny tools we need to buy for the workshop and stuff like that. So it's good just to keep your finger on the pulse, really, and see what's happening,
Training, just to touch on that, why is training in a live event like this more successful than in a remote setting?
I think for me, you're getting a snapshot of the training providers. So by, having multiple different trainers doing 30-minute talks, for example, in reality, there isn't a huge amount you can learn in 30 minutes, but you can pick out what you need to go and learn more about. And did you find that trainer interesting? Were they talking about something that ticks your boxes? So then you might go away and book some more training with that person. So it gives you a bit of a snapshot and what they offer and what gaps you've got in your own workshop, because we all have different skill sets and we all have different gaps that we need to fill.